Hello happy people, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Krapets Major, and if this is not your first time, welcome back. In this lesson we are continuing with where we left. In the last video I've showed you how you can create or how you can control your slider using ACF field, and there's one thing that we left in that chapter which I want us to go and fix in this lesson, and that will be our title and description. As you can see now, our slider are changing, but our heading is not changing. The description is not changing because we did not put those fields in the last video. And without any further waste of time, let us go and fix our heading and description. So I will open my text editor. So this is where we left in our previous video. As you can see here, we only have one variable, which is image, and that's what's happening. We are controlling our images, but we are not changing our title, which is this one, and also description. These are static, and this is not good with WordPress because we are building this in WordPress so that our customers and users will be able to change this on a backend. To change our title and description, we have touched this in our previous video, so we're gonna need to come and give a variable. So a variable for heading, I'll call it heading, and we call the very same function which is called getSubfield. And then for description, I'll call this a variable text area. In this case, I'll say text area, and we call the same function, and the function is called getSubfield. And then make sure that you put your semicolon at the end. So right now we need to go to our ACF and get the name of our heading and text field. I'll go to our ACF field, and then we are looking for the name of description and the name of heading. So let's go to ACF, which is here, and then under hero slides, and then under slides, and we are looking for this subfield. As you can see here, these are subfield. So we are looking for a heading, so heading will be heading. So I've copied that, and then I'll put heading right here. And then now let's go for description. So our description is called description. Then let's go and put it right there. Alright, so right now we can replace this hard-coded title with PHP. So we call PHP, and we echo a variable called heading. And then we close PHP. There we go. And then even here we replace this hard-coded description, and then we open PHP, and then we echo a variable called, we call this text area, and then we close PHP. So right now we can save this and come back here. So we expect to see at least the heading to change, the description, but I've used lorem ipsum on both, so you might not see much change there. Alright, so now we can see that we have heading 1, and also our description is shorter. And then we have heading 2, even though it's not visible. And then we have heading 3. So now everything works, everything is controlled by ACF. Alright, so before we continue with our today's lesson, I want to show you a function that is very useful. It's going to make our page to be clean. So as you can see that our page is almost becoming long, and in the near future this might become unmanageable. So I want to show you a function that we can use to manage this page, because we are going to echo almost every section of our web page here, and I want to make sure that this page is manageable, which is very important in coding. If I collapse this, so I just collapse this div, and then it closes almost everything inside here. There is a function that I want you guys to know, and that function is called, it's a PHP function. Open PHP, and then the function is called getTemplate part. So this function will take many arguments. So, but in our case, we are looking for 2 arguments. So the first argument is a path, and then the last argument will be the ending of that path. So that's a description that I can come up with. Alright, so let me show you something. So inside this function, we're going to open like single quotation. So this function will go and look inside our theme and look for every file. So any file that we can put inside this function will echo it. Let's take one file, which is this one, index-old. You remember this file? Let me open it right here. So this file is the file that was responsible to echo our latest post. So let's go inside here and let's put that file. So the path will be index, and then if we put like a comma there and open a single colon, and then the ending of this file is called old. So we just call that file, which is index-old. Where is it? It's this one. We put the first part of it, which is index, and then the last part of it, we put it there, which is old. And another thing, you can also do it like this and remove the ending. So I just like to put the ending there, but it doesn't really matter. So you can put it like that or the same way I did, so it doesn't really matter. So you can just choose your own preference, but I think putting it this way, it looks cleaner. So let us save this file. And now if we go to our front end, I'm expecting to see the latest post just below this slider. So let us refresh this. Now you can see, so that function is displaying all our latest posts below there. So this function will help us to manage our code and to make our code very clean. So in that case, I'm going inside our template path folder and I'll create a new folder. So this folder, I'll call it content. And then inside that folder, I'm going to create a new file, and that file I'll call it slider. In fact, I'll call it hero slider. So I'll say hero slider, and that file will be a PHP file. So there we go. And I'll open that file. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to cut everything from here up to there. And then I'll leave our header and footer and also this function that I just showed you now. So I'll cut it and then go to our hero slider and paste that code right here. I can come back here and look for this file. The path of that file will be, it's inside a folder called template paths. I have a folder called template paths, and then / it's inside content. So I'll write content / it's a hero slider. So I'll write hero, and then the ending of it is slider. So right here I'll put slider. Now if we save this and also save this and go back to our front end, I'm expecting to see our slider right here. So let's refresh. There we go. So now you can see that we have our slider. They are still here. So nothing really changed. And now if we go back to our front page, you can see now that our code is becoming manageable. And now I don't have to open PHP everywhere. So because right here, this will become a PHP file right now. So I'll just open PHP there and not close it. And then this now it's a PHP file. So no HTML, which is no HTML found in this file. So this become a clean PHP file. So this is where I'll end today's lesson. And if you find this lesson helpful, make sure that you subscribe, you like, you comment, and click on the bell notification so that when I release part 7, you'll be the first to be notified.